Hello, this is a tutorial and an overview for FM Go, which is a free application on iTunes Store. I'm going to be covering this application so you'll have some familiarity if you're getting ready to use it for one of the applications I offer. This is a screen where FM Go is presented. As you can see, you have FileMaker apps on this side and server apps that are hosted on servers that are also FileMaker apps. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you access these apps and what the application will actually do. And let's take, for example, I'm going to go ahead and tap on the bookseller app so that we can take a look at how this works. This is local on the computer. Like I said, these over here are on the server. This is the hosting company, and this would be a URL where I could also host items. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bookseller. This is on the iPad where we're going to be using this application. So let's go back and take a look at the application, how it comes up. Since it's local on the iPad, it'll bounce right up on the screen. If you were going to a server, you would have to log in using a username and password. The application we're viewing right now has an icon up here in the corner in the right side where it will hide the bottom menu. I'm just going to go ahead and touch the icon that'll do that and show you that there's a menu at the bottom of the screen. The bottom of the screen has a icon in the lower left corner. This icon presents the files and tables that are in this particular application, and you can watch it in a form, a list, and a table view. By tapping any one of those listings, it'll change screens so you can see what that screen is, and it pops right up on the screen. In this particular application, it was developed with this icon at the top to hide the bar at the bottom if you need to. It gives you more screen space. As you'll notice in the middle at the bottom, there's a record by record icon that allows you to move from record to record and back. There's a plus minus where you can add a record, or plus and minus as far as, let's put that up so we can see, add a new record, duplicate, delete, and delete found records. Then the next place over on the bottom is where you can show omitted records, omit records, sort records, quick find, and enter find. Entering find and quick finds allow you to do searches, and a search would be where you would take a field on the screen. You'd start the search, and then you can use one or more of the fields on the screen in order to do a search through the records in the database in order to bring up information you're looking for. When you're on a screen and you want to add pictures, you tap on the field. Like in this case, the book cover is a screen where you can either add from the camera, you can add audio, a signature, a photo, music, or files. Now in the case of files, there's certain kinds of application files that you can add, but you may need additional information as far as, say for example, a PDF file. If you're adding a PDF file, you can only view it if you have the full Acrobat program in order to function in the database. That's a $400 program, so it's not cheap to have that added to your app. You can see in the architecture also at the very top of the screen there's a gear at the upper right corner. The gear offers a screen dialog where you have the name of the app that's currently running and the layouts, and you can pick through the layouts as far as what you want to see as far as the listing again. You go back to the menu. You can see that you can view it as, like we did before, and you can show or not show the toolbars. You can refresh the window if required. You can also perform scripts if you have access to them from the developer of the app. You can print, you can export, you can save, and then you can do settings and feedback and help. Help is pretty extensive, so if you need more information than what I'm providing in this tour, you would use the help. But I do want to highlight and show you some of the things. For example, under print, you have the ability to set up a print by either the current record you're viewing, or you can do a search and have a group of records that are what's called a found set. Let's look at that. In a found set, you can create a thing where you're looking at the current record, or you can click on the found set and then create or use a found set that's out there. Use the help if you need additional information in this area. In the printing, you can do a number of pages to repeat how many copies you want to actually print. Normally you would use either like the HP ePrint or the Apple capable AirPrint from the iPad, or you can run another application, but since this is built into this application, it makes it pretty easy to print. Under the US letter, if you click here, you can see that you have options for different kinds of print sizes. And you can see if you go a little further, it has an extensive list of different international paper sizes you can use. Let's go back. If you're looking at orientation, you can change the orientation from the screen to do portrait or landscape. And then for PDFs, if you want to send or copy or view a PDF, you have view, email it, and save it. And it saves it to the iPad. This is a very good capability. For example, if you have an invoice and you want to email it to somebody, you can put it on the screen and then email it, and it'll take the paper size that you designate. Even though there's other items on the screen, it'll take that from the upper left to the bottom right of whatever the paper size that you select. Let's go back to the menu again. I'll just pop up just for a second the settings. And you can see here, you can check to see what your username is, your status bar settings, auto correction if it's on or off, the availability of storage, the data received, and the data sent as far as the size of the files. Okay, you can see now that there is a good help in here. It's pretty extensive. If you step through here, you'll be able to see a lot of the how-tos that you may want to be able to do. You have to kind of spend a little time thinking about some of these things. They're not pretty well explained, so you have to kind of get engrossed in the help until you understand the nuances of this app. Let's go do done from here. And to exit the application, what you would do is tap on the box at the upper left-hand corner where it's got the double boxes. It would give you the option to add another app and move to a different one, or with a plus arrow, or take the X and then close the particular app you're watching right now to return back to the app desktop. I'm not going to cover how to set up a server. That's typically something that I would do with an individual on a one-on-one basis. Again, there's also a help at the upper left-hand corner on this screen to help you with a desktop. Thank you for taking this tour.